scientific evidence for the existence of the soul. What do researchers say? Does the soul exist? This is one of humanity's greatest unanswered questions. Some see the soul as merely a religious or philosophical concept, while others believe it is proof of life beyond death. But what if science is already on the verge of unlocking this mystery? Across the world, researchers are studying consciousness, near-death experiences, and quantum physics in an attempt to understand what happens to us after we die. Is our consciousness something more than just a product of the brain? Near-death experiences, glimpses of the afterlife, one of the most intriguing pieces of evidence suggesting the existence of the soul comes from people who have experienced clinical death. These individuals often describe floating outside their bodies, traveling through tunnels of light, meeting deceased relatives, and even witnessing doctors attempting to revive them, all from an out-of-body perspective. Make sure to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. This helps the YouTube algorithm promote our videos. Thank you so much. And now we continue our story. Dr. Raymond Moody's research. In 1975, Dr. Moody compiled hundreds of accounts from people who had near-death experiences, NDES, finding striking similarities in their descriptions. Dr. Sam Parnia's AWARE study. This large-scale study focused on people who had been clinically dead and resuscitated. Some participants were able to accurately describe events in the operating room, despite having no brain activity at the time. The life review phenomenon. Many NDE survivors report seeing their entire life flash before their eyes, with emotions and memories more vivid than normal recollections. From a scientific perspective, if the brain is inactive, how is it possible for consciousness to persist? This has led some researchers to speculate that consciousness is not generated by the brain, but exists independently, perhaps as what we call the soul. Quantum consciousness, a scientific theory of the soul. Renowned physicists Roger Penrose and Stuart Hameroff have proposed a groundbreaking theory suggesting that consciousness is not just a biological process, but a quantum phenomenon. Their hypothesis states that consciousness arises from quantum processes within the microtubules of brain cells. These quantum states may persist even after death, meaning that consciousness could exist independently of the body. If true, this would suggest that consciousness, or the soul, is not bound by physical death, but is instead stored in the fabric of the universe. This theory aligns with ancient religious and philosophical beliefs that depict the soul as a timeless, non-material entity that transcends the physical realm. Brain activity after death, a scientific anomaly. In 2017, Canadian scientists discovered anomalous brain activity in patients after they were declared dead. One patient exhibited brain activity for up to 10 minutes post-mortem, a phenomenon that defied medical explanations. Some patients' brainwaves resembled those seen in REM sleep and dreaming, leading researchers to wonder whether consciousness transitions into another state rather than simply shutting off. These findings suggest that death may not be an immediate off switch for consciousness. Could this be evidence that awareness continues in some form beyond physical existence? Reincarnation and past life memories, clues from the subconscious. Another compelling argument for the existence of the soul comes from cases of children who remember past lives. Dr. Ian Stevenson spent 40 years researching children who claimed to have past life memories. He documented over 3,000 cases where children described specific details about past lives, including names, locations, and causes of death. In some cases, children were born with birthmarks or scars corresponding to wounds they allegedly received in their previous life. If memories can persist, beyond a single lifetime, does this mean consciousness survives death? The idea of reincarnation may be more than just a spiritual belief. It could be a scientific phenomenon waiting to be fully understood. Conclusion: is science getting closer to proving the soul exists? While mainstream science has yet to definitively prove the existence of the soul, mounting evidence suggests that consciousness may be more than just a product of the brain. Could the soul be a form of quantum energy that transcends physical death? Does consciousness persist beyond the body? And if reincarnation is real, what does this mean about our true nature? We may not yet have the answers, but research in this field continues to challenge our understanding of life, death, and what might come next. If the soul does exist, then what awaits us beyond this life?